Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 11, 2021. Let's talk about Corcept Therapeutics. It's a biotechnology company making some news of late with stock going up and down vigorously. So with that, let's look at Corcept, see what they're doing and see if you can benefit from this stock here. So this company is discovering, developing, commercializing medications to treat severe diseases. I think it's always a good one here. Lot of people have stress related disease here, and this company can really help with the stress related disease and also a few other indications like cancer. So with that, let's jump in here and look at this company in little more detail and see if it's worth our money. So we'll look at company overview and major ETFs holding Corcept, competitive landscape, review few charts of the competitors, do a deep dive on the stock here and look at the financial summary and stock performance, and then of course let's do a final verdict to see if it is a good time to buy Corcept. With that, let's jump in here. And from a background perspective, Corcept Therapeutics is really into cortisol, and it will help with this stress situation with this stress hormone. And they got here, they got a lot of these stress related things here with adrenal glands. I think it's a good one to really look at this core, root cause of the stress and really treat. And then they got here various other indications we'll go through, but here mainly we are talking about stress hormone, how to treat patients with this stress hormone related issues. And they got various drugs on the market here, and primarily we got here Corlim here, which is a next gen selective cortisol modulator. I think it's really a great way to really treat these stress related issues. And next they got various pipeline candidates. I love their rich pipeline here. As you see here, they got Cushing syndrome here, and they got submissions here, phase 3 submissions, and they're enrolling patients as you can see here. And this syndrome here can help with the patients with diabetes, hypertension, central obesity here, muscle weakness, various indications here. So that's why I like the company focusing on this Cushing syndrome here and help with those patients here. As these drugs get approved, stock can go even higher. And then you got here oncology indications here, ovarian, prostate, adrenal. And as you can see here, most of these are in phase 2 or phase 1 here. They're also dosing some patients as you can see here. And then you got few metabolic here, and they're in phase 2. And then finally we got ALS here with the phase 2 again. So as you see here, there's a rich pipeline here. That's why I'm bullish on this long-term prospectus of Corcept Therapeutic here. I think this company can really help with the various indications, including Cushing, oncology related areas with the cancer, metabolic, and CNS. And as you look through here, companies are making money. As you can see here, they got nice cash here. Cash balance is 495 as of 9:30. They're generating the cash. They're making money. As you look through here from a revenue perspective, look at the revenue clip here. 10 million, 27 million. Look at the clip, nice clip here. And also we got we got EBITDA here. EBITDA is also now EBITDA positive. That's a good one here. So, and they have estimated sales, as you see here, estimated cash here going higher. So from a cash generation perspective, companies really focusing on the cash generation, which is always good. And now we'll go into the company's background here and see what this company up to. As you look through here, they're into severe treatment of metabolic, oncologic, and psychiatric disorders. I know a lot of people have got these disorders here, and this company is really helping to find a cure here. As you look through here, they got various other things going on here. They got once a daily oral medication here for hyperglycemia glycemia, and various other indications. So with that, I think company is really doing the great thing here, and they got various pipeline candidates like we talked about, including prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, and Cushing syndrome, and a lot of these indications here. Stock price is just $22, and market cap is just $2.65 billion. Not too huge here. As you can look through here, stock has been doing pretty okay. It's got its down days, as you see here, down, up, down, up. So I recommend really to buy this stock on the down days here. I think there are great days ahead for this company with their rich pipeline. Stock is still around $22, and they had a nice upswing here. I would probably recommend you to wait a little bit for a small pullback here and slowly accumulate. This can be a good one as you go into 2022. And analysts are recommending a moderate buy here, with one analyst with a buy rate here. I think that's a good one to slowly buy this company here. And they had their earnings estimate, release here, and they beat the earnings estimates here, and they miss on the revenue, which is these companies do once in a while miss on the revenue side, which is okay. And they also offer to repurchase their share here up to 10 million shares. That's why stock kind of went up nicely. I think we should wait for a little pullback and buy this company. It can be a great investment going forward. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at the CEO here. We got CEO here, Joseph K. Here, I think he's a, as you look through here, he's a co-founder of Corcept Therapeutics. Anytime there is a co-founder at the helm, they got the best interest of the company. I think that's always good to have a co-founder at the helm here. And he has been, with the various companies before. He was also with, Stanford University. I think overall his background checks out here, and he's doing the right thing here. He's also a doctor, as you can see here. Nice, relevant background. And from a Glassdoor perspective, 74% approved CEO here. I would have liked this to be a little bit higher, but it's understandable. Sometimes the CEOs are hard chargers, and that's why approval rating tends to be a little bit down at times. Which can be okay. It's above 50%, so it's okay. Very few ratings, as you can see, just 7 ratings. That's why I would not hang my hat on the ratings here. But overall, the background of the CEO checks out here. And then as you look through here, we got various ETFs or exchange traded funds holding CORT here, or Corcept Therapeutics. We got dynamic pharmaceutical ETF, healthcare small cap, and a few other. So it's really owned by multiple ETFs or exchange traded funds. So that's a good news here. And as you scan through here, we got Corcept Therapeutics and its peers. Some of these may not be direct competitors, but in the same area. As you look through here, we got Eli Lilly at the top here. Nice 89% performance in 1 year. Then you got INVA, little known stock, $17 here. Doing nicely, 69%. And so on and so forth. We got our Corcept Therapeutics right here in the middle here, has done 25% in 1 year. And as you can see here, last 5-day and 10-day, stock went up nicely with their stock purchase program here. And as you scan through, we got a few more here. Merck, JNJ, again a great name here. What I would recommend is really look through the RSI levels here. If the RSI is high, wait for a little pullback here. Even great stocks like Eli Lilly or Lilly here, they give you opportunity to buy on the downturn. My recommendation is wait for a little pullback whenever the RSI is above 55 or so, and buy when the RSI is lower. For example, VIR here, nice sales growth, nice gross margin, as you can see here. Gross margin is low here, nice sales growth here. You could buy companies like VIR, take advantage of this big downturn here. Look here, down 12% in 5 days, 18% in 10 days. You could buy some VIR here and take advantage of this great vaccine play here. And then you got our Corcept Therapeutics. Right now RSI is 73. I would probably recommend for you to wait a little bit. Stock has gapped up in last week or two here. I would wait for a little pullback here and then buy Corcept. It's a great long-term play. And then you got few more here. Keep watching RSI levels. Johnson & Johnson is a great buy here. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Company is making money. Net margin is positive here. Even Corcept company is making money, as you can see here. And as you scan through, we got few more here. You could buy Merck at these levels here. Great one here. And then you got Bristol-Myers. This has been going down, but now it's stabilizing. I would recommend buying Bristol-Myers. Great stock here. And then you got BDSI. BDSI is a little stock here with a very low price here and $325 million market cap. Insiders are buying it. I would recommend buying some BDSI here, given the stock has been down and nice sales growth and nice gross margin. Even net margin is positive. You could buy this company here, and they also got a little bit lower debt to equity ratio, which is very well manageable. And then you got few more here. I love Nectar also here. Nectar Therapeutics, just 37 is the RSI. $13 stock, a great one here. Right now for Nectar, we got gross margin positive, but sales growth is negative right now. That's why stock is has come down pretty down here drastically. And then you got Rare. Rare is again one of my favorite stock. I buy and sell this frequently. As you can see here, RSI is 42. Stock has been dropped off big time here. I would recommend buying some Rare and take advantage of this great stock here. And then you got few more. As you see here, we got ZGNX, little high RSI, but I would look at stocks like LCI. One thing to look at, stocks like LCI. Be a little careful here. Stock is in the red, since 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 5 years. So that's why I will be a little bit careful. If I see red all over the map here, I would be a little bit careful. But sometimes I play contrarian type role here. Even the institutions are buying. You could put some money here, see how it goes, and look this as a trading opportunity. That's one thing I do many times. Look for trading opportunities in stocks like LCI, and take it from there. So with that, next we'll look at few stocks and see how they're doing. So let's look at VIR here. It's a vaccine play, as you all know here. Stock is trading in the sidelines for a long time here. Stocks like this I love because you could trade in and out at times and make some good money. Stock is kind of stable, but it gives you some nice fluctuations up and down. And as you scan through here, on the balance volume is pretty solid here. So that's why stock is kind of holding up nicely. If the on the balance volume drops, I'll be a little bit careful, but right now it's pretty solid here. As you look through VIR here, nice sales growth. Gross margin is 0 right now, but overall from a performance perspective it's done 26% in a year. This could be a trading vehicle where you buy and sell. Given the stock is pretty stable, you could take advantage. And as you look through here, IV percentile is very, very low here. You could also buy some long-term call option, but you got to be careful not to buy short-term call option on this one here. And then you got Corcept, the stock that we will be talking about here. Look here, nice. This is a living, breathing stock here. Unlike VIR, which is which is in the trading range for a long time. This one gives you up, down. Nice trading opportunities. Dropped big time, as you can see here, like last 10 days or so, or last 20 days or so. Now it's trying to go higher. So that's why I like candidates like this here. I would be buying this on a down day and accumulating slowly. This is actually JNJ here, not CORT. It's a JNJ, which is a great company here with the solid COVID play here. So this is a great one here. As you can see here, this is also trying to stabilize here. You could buy some JNJ here and accumulate. This is a great one here. And then you got Corcept here, the stock that we are going to talk about. This is also a nice stock here, goes up and down nicely. Right now, nice gap up here. On the balance volume also went higher here. As you look through Corcept here, Corcept has done 25% in 1 year, 5 year 169%. You could wait for a little pullback in Corcept and buy. And then you got Bristol-Myers here. Bristol-Myers, as you can see, a great stock. Huge big drop here. Now it's trying to stabilize. I would be a buyer of Bristol-Myers here. Look here, we got on the balance volume on the rise here. I would buy some Bristol-Myers at this time here. As you look through, Bristol-Myers has got sales growth, nice gross margin. Company has got negative net margin right now, which is not great, but it's okay. And stock is trying to rebound in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. Has done 22% in 5 years. Stock, as you can see, it took some big beating here. I think overall solid company. I would recommend buying some Bristol-Myers. Hold it for a long time. And then we got a few more here. We got a little company called BDSI, very low price stock here. As you can see here, it's just $3.30 here. I would, as you look through BDSI, we got insiders buying BDSI. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, as you can see here. Net margin positive, company is making money, low RSI. I think cost is clear on this one here. You could buy some BDSI and go from there. BDSI, as you look through here, we got, let's see here, we got short ratio 2%, so it's not a short squeeze type play, but it's a nice long-term play here. Then you got Nectar, as you can see here. Nectar is just $13 stock here. Has not done great from a sales growth perspective. Nice gross margin here. Stock has been dropping big time, as you can see here. This is a contrarian play here. I would recommend buying some Nectar into this weakness here and take it from there. And then we got Rare. I love Rare here. Rare is a great stock here. Right now, as you can see, a stock has been dropping off big time. And as you look through Rare here, $80 stock here. Nice sales growth in 1 year. Nice gross margin here. Company is not making money. That's why net margin is negative. Has done 12% in 5 years. You could take advantage of this, this pullback here and buy some Rare and take it from there. And then you got Merck here. Merck, as you can see, shot up big time after this pill for the COVID-19 and dropped promptly here. At this time, as you see here, Merck has got RSI of 51 here. You could still buy some Merck at this level and accumulate. It's a great company. This company was there forever. Nice dividend also. And with that, let's jump into Corcept Therapeutics and with quick deep dive. So as you look through here from a snapshot perspective, Corcept Therapeutics, a biotech company, as you can see here, earnings, I think it just happened. As you look through here, market cap is about $2.5 billion. Stock price is around $22. And they got some float short here, about 7%, as you can see here. Put call ratio is 6.94. That tells you there are still folks, buying a lot of put options on this stock here, thinking stock might go lower. This happens a lot when stock shoots up quickly in a couple of weeks. This has made a nice upswing in last couple of days. That's why people loaded up on this buying put option at the higher price, so that way they can take advantage when the stock reverses the course. Target price is 24, just $2 above current stock price here. And as you look through here, relative volume is high. We got a little higher relative volume here. Current volume is 919, but 3-month average is around 516. So folks are buying this company stock here. That's why it's good to see relative volume is higher compared to the 3-month average. And beta is 0.65. That tells you as S&P moves by $1, this will move by 65 cents, either up or down. So I think it's a good one here. Key is to buy these type of stocks on the down days and accumulate slowly. Then let's look at a few more here from a sales perspective and margin perspective. I think they got nice sales here. Sales growth is positive. From a year-over-year sales growth, that's negative, but 5 years is positive. The growth is there for this company. It's a growth stock. And from a margin perspective, nice gross margin, nice net margin. So it's a solid play here. Company is making money. And as you look through here from a price to earnings perspective, it's not expensive. Price to sales perspective, also it's not expensive. So in a nutshell, from a valuation perspective, it's a good one to buy at these levels here. And as you look through here, earnings per share, company is making money. That's why EPS positive. And there's a growth projection for this company for this year and also the next year. So, market is expecting this company will go higher. RSI or relative strength index is a little higher here. That's why I recommend buying this company on the pullbacks and accumulate. And as you scan through here, you've got the cash situation here. From a cash situation perspective, debt to equity is 0. That means very, very, very low debt here. And as you scan through here, we got nice IV percentile is low here. So even if you want to buy long-term call option, you could do that, given there's a low IV percentile. And they do have a lot of cash on the balance sheet here, very low debt as you can see here, free cash flow positive company, return on asset and return on equity both are in double digits, just the way I like it. I think it's a great situation here. And as you look through, last but not least, from a return perspective, I think it was down a little bit yesterday, minus 2% return of the performance, and has done great in the last 5 days, 10 days, and even 1 month. That's why I think it's good for this to cool off a little bit and then buy here. Insiders are owning 0.2% of the company here. They are selling a little bit, as you can see here. Institutions are owning a big chunk of this stock here. They are buying a little bit, as you see here. So I think overall, company perspective, company checks out here. Solid performance in last 1 month here, or even last 10 days. I would wait for a little breather here, and then buy this great stock, Corcept Therapeutics. And let's look at the numbers here and see what we can make out. From a yearly number perspective, company is making money. See here, nice earnings per share growth here in last 3 years. That's a good sign. Company knows how to be profitable and positive earnings. And as you look through here from an annual sales perspective, nice clip here. I like the company, the way they're growing their sales here. That's always good. And from a shares outstanding perspective, pretty nice clip here. I love when the companies don't issue a lot of shares and dilute. They are keeping it pretty constant here. That's always the way to go. And from a quarterly revenue perspective, nice quarterly revenue here. Last 3 quarters, it's in upswing here. That's the way to go. I like it. And as you look through R&D, companies like Corcept Therapeutics, they have to spend a lot of money in R&D. This company is doing it. They're not choking their R&D department. That's the way I like it. And as you look through net income, they are net income positive. Companies making money. A lot of these biotech stocks lose money, but this one is making money. And let's look through here, quick snapshot of this company and see how they've been doing, from a big metric perspective. As you look through here from a market cap perspective, it was a $1 billion company back in 2019. Now it's around a $2 billion company. That's a nice trend here. They've been growing their market cap slowly but surely. It was up nicely back in 2020, but it's down a little bit now. But overall, they are growing their market cap. That means they are taking their market share from the competitors and growing their total addressable market. That's always good here. And from a price perspective, as you see here, it was a $10 stock back in 2019. Now it's around $22. It's more than doubled. So that's also a good here. Nice trend from a price perspective. And now let's look at sales number, or the top line number, as we say. From a top line perspective, it is a $72 million company back in 2019. Now it's a $96 million company. There's a positive sales growth here, or a positive sales number. That's a great sign here. Company is a growth company. And from a quarterly sales change perspective, it's in a positive direction here. The sales growth is positive. Earnings per share is also positive. Company makes money, and they're also surprising on the positive side when it comes to earnings, EPS surprise as they announce quarterly earnings. Overall, market cap great, checked out. Sales growth checked out. They're also doing great there. And then if you look to the margin here, solid margin here. Gross margin 98%, operating margin 37%, net margin 31%. So this company knows how to operate with efficiency here and with the great margin. As you scan through, margin is also improving a little bit on the gross margin side, but there is not too much room to improve because they're already in high double-digit gross margin here. Net margin is also improving here. Company is making money. That's a great story. And as you look through cash situation here, cash is good here. They got a $361 million stock here, cash here, and debt is very low here. So overall, even free cash flow positive, as you can see here. And now let's look at R&D here. They're spending money on R&D at a pretty constant clip here. $28 million here spent on R&D, and solid return on assets and equity. I like companies with the positive return on assets and equity. That tells you management is effective and they know how to allocate capital efficiently. And last but not least, from a valuation perspective, company is still cheap here at these levels here. I've seen biotech stocks with the PE ratio of 100 and PS ratio north of 50. So this is still cheap here. From a valuation perspective, you could still buy at these levels. So with that, by looking at Corcept Therapeutics and its metrics, I feel it's a great one to buy here. Wait for a little pullback. Let this cool off here. 5 days, 23%. Let it cool, give that little bit back here. Then you can slowly accumulate this great stock, Corcept Therapeutics. From an earnings history perspective, as you see here, company missed on the revenue side of the house. They beat last time. They missed previous time. So as you can see here, there is no consistency in the earnings when they announce. Wall Street loves the consistency, but this company is not giving it. That's the reason for up and down in the stock price. A rapid upswing, rapid downswing. The reason is there is no predictability when it comes to earnings. That's why these type of companies I love to buy when they're down big time, like it happened 1 month ago. It was down big time. That's a great time to buy. Now we have to wait for this to settle down a little bit and then we can buy. And if you look through here, their quarterly earnings report, their revenue increased by 11%. That's great. And they're tightening their revenue guidance here. Previously, they gave 355 to 385. Now they're tightening that range from 365 to 375. Wall Street does not like this type of situation here, but stock still went up because they announced a buyback program here. And nice cash here, no issue. Company can survive with this cash here. And they also sued Teva. Teva is a generic company here. This company has got a track record of really getting some of these lawsuits in their favor. Let's see how it goes. Still, right now, trial date is not set. We'll see how it goes. And they got strong growth in commercial business here. As COVID issues are under control, we can see the benefits of their commercial business here. A lot of doctors are recommending their drugs here for Cushing disease. As you look through here, we got they have a lot of patients here. And they are taking their drugs here for Cushing syndrome. I think we can see some benefits as we go forward. This is a standard treatment for this Cushing disease here. And then as you will see here, they got a lot of proprietary cortisol modulators here. It's a rich set of 1,000 proprietary modulators, and this can come in play as we target more treatment here. That's why I like this company. They got a lot of things going on in their pipeline. And stock has gone up significantly last 5 and 10 days here. That's why it's good to wait for a little pullback and then buy this company. As you scan through from a performance perspective, look here, this company is no stranger to up and down and up and down. Down for 3 years continuously back in 2006, up nicely then down, up. So it's a up, down time stock here. Right now for the current year, they're down 14%. They had a big drop last month. That's why I think it's slowly good to buy this stock on down days here and then go from there. Look, we get a nice swing here. The key is to be patient with this stock a little bit. If you're patient, you get nice return here and go from there. And then we got here monthly performance. This is why I think it's good to wait a little bit. In current month in November, in last 5 maybe 10 11 days, went up by 24%. That's why it's good to buy on the down days here and accumulate. Stock has dropped big time in before this huge upswing. Look, we got 11% drop, 5% drop. That's why it's good to wait a little bit and then buy and add as the stock goes down a little bit. And as you look through daily performance here, weekly performance, nice weekly performance in last 2 weeks. This is one of the reasons to wait for a pullback here. And from a daily performance perspective, the stock has been down like yesterday here. If you see a couple more down days, I would recommend slowly adding position here and go from there. No need to hurry. Right now RSI levels are a little high, but you can slowly accumulate given they got solid pipeline. I also love to see the monthly performance matrix here. I got here 2021 all the way to 2012 and how the stock is doing every month. So this will give you a nice indication on what's in card for the company. Keep watching November, December time frame here. In November, typically stock has done nicely in many times here. That's why this surge 24% in November, it's kind of expected. As you can see here, most of the time it went up in November. And as you scan through here, we got some pockets like September, October. We have seen some big drops in the past year. And as you look through, April, May time frame, also a little drop once in a while. So that's why this company is not very predictable from a pattern perspective. One thing you can always look at this company is if they do some big drop, as you can see here, there is always some bounce here, drop, bounce. That's why this is a great stock to buy on the drops and accumulate. Right now RSI is a little high for me. I would wait for a little pullback and buy this stock on the down days. And next, let's look at the stock chart here. This will give a nice technical indication on what might be in store here. This is a 5-year weekly chart of Corcept Therapeutics. Stock went as high as $31, as you can see here. Right now, it's at it's about $22, about $10 below the high point here. That's why it's good to buy this stock on the down days and accumulate. As you look through here, we got 1-year chart here. Right now, stock is at 22, bullish from a RSI perspective. And as you look through here, implied volatility is very low here. Good to buy some long-term call options. And as you look through from a DMI perspective, it's bullish here. But as you see here, there is a little bit, the blue line wants to come down, red line wants to go higher. That's the reason I ask you to wait a little bit, let it come down a little bit, let it cool off, then you can buy this one. This one always gives you buying opportunities, as you can see here, in a couple of drops here. And from a volume average perspective, volume has picked up, as you can see here. Right now it's trying to go down a little bit, but volume average is good. A lot of money flew into this stock here. Smart money went into this stock here. Now it's coming out a little bit, given the stock is up nicely in the last 10 days or so. So that's why it's good to wait a little bit, let it cool off, and then buy. And from an option chain perspective, stock is at $22, as you can see here. And at $22, we got option interest just 4. Keep watching here. 25, we got 346 open interest here. So folks are betting the stock will go to $25 by February next year. And as you look through, even at $28, we got some good 20 contracts here. And as you look through on the put side of the house here, keep watching the open interest. We got some open interest at 25. A lot of people bought put options waiting for the stock to go lower, and they can benefit if the stock falls below. That's why there is a good open interest at the put level also at around $25 mark here. So with that, let's quickly look at the option statistics here and see what we can make out. As you see here, total call volume is 53, total put volume is 357. That's why it's a little bit bearish at this time from a sentiment perspective. That makes the put call ratio 6.7, more puts traded than calls. So that's why right now it's good to wait for a little pullback here and then buy the stock. And look at the VWAP here. VWAP is 22.47 and stock price is at 34. That tells you stocks wants to go higher here and reach its VWAP. That's why it's a little bit bullish that way here. So overall, as you see here, sometimes what happens is with the high put call ratio, there are a lot of contrarians. They will go against and crush these put option buyers here. That's one of the reasons it's a contrarian play. It's good to buy in the down days here and take it from there. As you look through, now you might wonder, I looked at the technical, I looked at the fundamentals, what should I do? So what I would recommend is really, the stock price increased, the revenue increased by 11%. They got nice cash position, companies are solvent, they can carry forward their operations here. Their cash position also improved nicely and they sued Teva. We'll see how it goes. This was done back in 2018 here, and they got strong growth in the commercial business, and they got a lot of optimism as they got a lot of these proprietary cortisol modulators here, and this can be very good for the development going forward. And they got a lot of drugs in their pipeline. They're testing a lot of drugs, dosing the patients. I think that's a good pipeline. And they tightened the revenue guidance here. That's why market did not like it too much, but it's just tightening a little bit by 10 million, not a big deal here. So that's why I think it's a good one here. Right now stock has bounced off nicely, as you can see here, 5 days 25%. I would recommend accumulating this stock on the down days, mainly because there's a solid pipeline here. They got a lot of things in the cards in 2022. That's why it's a solid long-term play. So with that, thank you very much. Please subscribe. Have a good trading day.